Hi guys, and welcome back to I Speak English. In this lesson today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 British comedians to learn English. So I'm going to show you my kind of favourite comedians that I watch all the time on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube as well. It's really easy. I'll link everything in the description below, and you can just watch them and learn English while you're laughing. So comedy is a really great way to learn any language, also English. Comedy is huge in the UK as well. We have a lot of different comedians from different backgrounds, and it also just helps you to learn a bit of British culture as well. So I'll show you those 5 in a second, but before we take a look at that, do make sure that you are subscribed and you hit the bell so that you get a new video from me every week. I teach English every Saturday, I post videos as well, and I also post daily shorts too. So make sure that you subscribe so that you get those videos and you can keep learning English for free every week. And with that said, we'll get started and take a look at our comedians. So at this point you might be thinking, how does comedy help me to learn English? How is that possible? Right, first of all, these comedians, they're going to use real English. This is how people speak every day. They're going to be speaking pretty quickly as well, so you're going to have to keep up. And also, one big feature of comedy is playing on words. So you're using like double meanings and synonyms. So a lot of it you might not get, but you're going to learn a lot of stuff because you're going to think, what was the joke there? And then you can replay it, and then you'll be able to see like the different meaning in the words that they're using. So you're going to be able to learn quite a lot of vocabulary, first of all. Different accents as well. All these comedians I'm going to show you have completely different accents from around the UK. We have a huge accent variation in the UK as well. So it's always worth being able to recognize different accents and recognize the change in sounds between words. And also culture. Comedy is a massive part of UK culture. Comedians are very famous in the UK. They're like household names. And also, comedy generally plays on culture anyway. So again, you might not quite get the joke, but then you'll learn something specific about British culture. So it's handy in lots of ways, really. So let's take a look at our first comedian then. This guy is probably one of the most famous comedians in the UK, if not the most famous. He's also really famous in the US and Australia as well. It's called Michael McIntyre. He's very, what's the word? I can't think of what the word is. He's like very jazzy with his comedy. He does a lot of running and like he moves his head a lot. And but he usually talks about just everyday life. It's like observational, little everyday life things that you've never thought of before. And then you think, why the hell did we do that? And he's so funny. If you struggle with accents, he has a very clear kind of London posh accent, let's say. He sounds quite posh. A very clear accent, very easy to understand, and he's very expressive. So he has his stand-up shows, and he also has some other British TV shows, like his Big Show, it's called. You can find that on YouTube as well. You can find his stand-up on YouTube, and his channel is at Michael McIntyre. I'll link it in the description below as well. But let's take a look at him in action now, and you can see how funny he is.
The English language was created by English people. I don't know when, but we decided to get letters to form words so we can communicate. But we also decided to sprinkle, for no apparent reason, letters within these words. They are silent. Shh, forever. Why? Like the word hour, for example. Why is the word hour spelt with an H? Why is there an H? The silent H. Nobody has ever said, I'll see you in a hour. I'll see you in a hour. I'm just going to pick up the sandwich. I'll be back in a hour. Half a hour. Even half has an L in it. It's like half a hour. How long is the journey? About half a hour to a hour. The sandwich shop is half a hour away. It's a waste of everybody's time. The word sock subtle. Would anybody object if it was spelled S-U-T-L-E? Not a single person would. But there's a B in the middle going, shh, just ignore me. Just ignore me forever. I'm silent. I've been left here, left behind. I don't know, I was destined for another word, baboon, but here I am with you.
All right, so that was Michael McIntyre. Absolutely love him. He cracks me up. Every time I'm in a bad mood, I just watch a bit of Michael McIntyre and he instantly cheers me up. So have a look at his channel. Go have a laugh over there. We're going to move on to our next comedian. Another one of my favourites, Sarah Millican. She's hilarious. I absolutely love her. Again, kind of everyday life, observational comedy. Yes, she does a lot of stuff about women as well, but she also does a lot of stuff about just general everyday life for everyone. Her accent might be a little bit tricky. She's got a Geordie accent, which means she comes from Newcastle, that area, which is the northeast of England. So she has quite a particular accent, but once you get used to it or familiar with it, you shouldn't have a problem. She talks a lot about kind of women's problems, everyday life. Both of her specials, Chatterbox and Homebird, are free to watch on YouTube. They're over an hour long, and they absolutely kill me. I'm crying laughing when I watch Sarah Millican. Her YouTube channel is also at Sarah Millican. Again, I'll link it below. But let's take a look at Sarah Millican in action now.
I respond in quite a peculiar way to the heat, I think, mostly sort of here. I realised I aimed that just at you guys in the front there, didn't I? Sorry about that. Hey, upstairs can have a go. There you go. Down there gets what I call claggy. Anybody else got a good word for that? Anybody else? Moist. Who said moist? Moist is a good word. What was that one? Sticky. There was a lady the other day said, what you've got there is LDF. I said, what does LDF stand for? She said, long day Fanny. When I said claggy and Preston, a man said, oh no, we call that ready.
All right, so there you go. There's Sarah Millican. Give her a little follow on YouTube. Keep laughing throughout the day whenever you need it. Next up, another one of my favourites and close to my hometown. This is Jason Manford. He's from Manchester, very close to where I live. So I feel quite at home when I watch Jason Manford on YouTube because the accent kind of makes me feel like I'm back at home again. Again, everyday life, observational comedy, very kind of wholesome person, I would say. He does quite wholesome comedy. Again, his specials, Muddle Class and First World Problems, are both available to watch on YouTube. Again, hilarious. I don't know how comedians' brains work. Like, they just see these little things that we do every day that you don't even think about, and they just make it so funny. I don't know how they do it, but he manages it. Again, he's got a Mancunian accent, an accent from Manchester, so it's a bit more closed. But again, not too difficult to understand, I wouldn't say. And again, he's on YouTube. Jason Manford is his channel on YouTube. I'll link it below. And again, let's take a look at him. Let's have a laugh at Jason Manford.
I've got a theory, and the theory is this. I think there's a psychopath working for the Disney Corporation. And these writers have been coming in for generations with beautiful ideas full of love and life and laughter and song and dance and family and friendship. And they come in, teams of 2 and 3 for support, papers shaking in their hand out of nerves. And they pitch their ideas. We've got a lovely idea for a film, sir. It's about a young deer and his mum. It's set on the first day of spring and all new life is waking up. He's got a little rabbit friend called Thumper, does this with his foot when he's excited. It's about all the lessons that they can teach each other. It's about friendship and family. And we really think this is going to be one of the seminal hits for the Disney Corporation. Kill a mum. What was that? What do you mean? Like maybe like of old age or something? No, shoot her in the face. Yeah, shoot her in the face. Shoot her in the face on the first day of spring in front of the child. That's the sort of film. That's the sort of film we're making now. We've got a lovely idea for a film. It's about a young lion and his dad. This is going to be one of the most important films Disney has ever killed a dad. What? I said kill a dad. What, like before the film starts? No, about 40 minutes in, so we get to like him. Yeah, do that. Hey, here's a twist. Let's make it the child's fault so he always blames himself. That's a nice one, isn't it? They've even ruined other companies. We've got a great idea for a film. We've teamed up with Pixar. Great company, they're going places. This film is about an old man and his wife. I'm going there, guys, I'm committed. Get on board. They've always wanted to travel, and he works with balloons. One day he ties thousands of balloons to the roof of his house and they float off to Paradise Falls. They have a wonderful, well-deserved adventure. We think this is going to be a wonderful film for the Disney Corporation. Any notes on that, sir? Husband and wife, you say? Kill a wife. That is not where I thought that was going. Kill a wife! When? In the first 2.5 minutes! That'll ruin people's nachos. Let's have the old man crying in his house, surrounded by loving memories about to be bulldozed. We'll make this the most harrowing opening of any film since Saving Private fucking Ryan. Sounds a bit of a downer. Call it up. Call in the marketing.
All right, so there you go. There's Jason Manford. Go give him a follow. Keep laughing. We're going to move on to Jon Richardson. Yeah, Jon Richardson's weird. He's weird and wonderful, but he's funny. Again, he does everyday life stuff, but he also does stuff kind of about OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I think he himself has OCD, but he talks about all these annoying things, like he has a bit about a dishwasher, about how people load the dishwasher, and it drives him insane. I'm the same. I need the dishwasher to be, everything in its place, whereas just other people just kind of throw everything in the dishwasher, and it drives me insane. So we'll take a look at his dishwasher bit in a second. He has a Lancaster accent, which is northern England. Again, it's more closed, but he speaks clearly enough, I would say, even though he does have quite a closed accent. His specials are called Old Man and Idiot. I think it's Nidiot, actually, with an N, if I remember rightly. Both available on YouTube. He's also on a British TV show called 8 out of 10 Cats, which is a comedy panel show based on a really old British TV show called Countdown, where you just have to make words. You get 8 random letters and you have to make words out of them, and then you also do numbers as well, but they turn it into like a comedy program. So it's worth watching that as well, because it will really help with English, because you have to try and create words out of just 8 letters. So that's good. And his YouTube is at Jon Richardson. Again, I'll link it below. But let's take a look at his dishwasher bit now, and you'll see what I mean. Hello, me again. So I wanted to show you Jon Richardson's video. Tried to upload it to YouTube. YouTube wouldn't let me for copyright reasons, so unfortunately I can't show you any videos of Jon Richardson, but you can just go to YouTube, type in his name, or you can go to the description and you'll be able to see his channel there. He is worth watching, so worth watching that YouTube won't let me show you because they won't get paid for it. So yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead, take a look in the description and you can watch his video there. Okay. Alright, so there you go. So let me know, what side are you on with the dishwasher? Do you need it nice and ordered? Or are you one of these crazy people that just throw everything anywhere? Let me know in the comments which type of person you are so that I can judge you. Moving on. Russell Howard. Again, I've actually seen Russell Howard live. God, it must be over 10 years ago now. Yeah, really funny guy. I bet, again, very, very wholesome. He does kind of very wholesome comedy. Leaves you feeling very good about life. Like he kind of sees the beauty in life, in little things, which I like. He has a Bristolian accent, which means he's from right down south in England on the south coast. But again, his accent is quite clear for a Bristolian accent. So, he also does some other TV programs. He has the Russell Howard channel. I think he also has a podcast as well. And he does Russell Howard's Good News, which is another brilliant program available on YouTube. And instead of like all the bad, horrible news that we get every day, he flips it and he gives like really good, wholesome news. But he also makes fun of all the kind of terrible things that are happening in the world. But again, it just makes you feel a bit more better about the world and what's happening. So his channel is at Russell Howard. Go take a look. But first of all, let's take a look at him in action now.
What I love about my mum is my mum will hear words that I use and she'll use them even though she doesn't know what they mean. We were in a post office. This woman who's about 80 pushed in and my mum looked at this 80-year-old woman and went,
bloody nonce.
nonce?
Yeah, nonce. Annoying. Inconsiderate.
I was like, that's not what a nonce is, mum. It's a paedophile. I've never seen the colour drain from her face quicker. And it became apparent it wasn't the first time she'd used the word nonce in public.
So shut up, shut up, shut up. It doesn't. Shut up, shut up. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Apparently she'd been down the pub with her friend Pat. She'd had 2 glasses of wine and Pat went,
Do you want one more? And Mum went, I better not, Pat. I'll turn into a right nonce.
And there you go, there's Russell Howard. He's my final comedian of my top 5. If you found this video useful and you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. Just helps the video to reach more people so that they can learn English too. And it helps to keep me motivated, really, so I can keep making videos. So give me a quick little subscribe and like there. Let me know in the comments if there's any sort of video that you want me to do, and I'll get doing that for you. And I'll see you again soon in another video.